Sometimes, the most extraordinary miracles come from the most ordinary people. And if you stay with me until the end of this story, you'll understand why this simple mechanic, covered in grease and burdened by life, brought hope where even doctors had given up. If this story touches your heart, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because kindness like this deserves to be shared with the world. Ethan was a man who lived on the edge of survival. By trade, he was a mechanic, fixing broken engines, repairing tires, and earning just enough to feed himself. He didn't own much. His tiny workshop stood at the corner of a noisy street, its rusty walls rattling whenever heavy trucks drove by. His clothes were always stained with oil, his hands scarred with burns and cuts. Life had not been easy on him. But beneath that rough, tired exterior, Ethan carried a heart that refused to give up on people. He believed every broken thing deserved a chance to be fixed. Whether it was a car, a machine, or even a soul. Across the city, there lived a billionaire businesswoman named Isabella Hayes. Known for her brilliance in the corporate world, she owned hotels, companies, and properties that stretched across countries. People admired her, envied her wealth, and feared her power. Yet, behind all the glamour, Isabella carried a wound no fortune could heal. Her daughter, Emily, was just 7 years old. Bright-eyed, playful, and filled with dreams, but she couldn't walk. An accident when she was 4 had left her legs weak and doctors declared she might never walk again. Isabella spent millions on the best treatments, therapies, and specialists across the world. Still, nothing worked. The little girl's laughter had grown quieter. Her drawings, once filled with running horses and dancing fairies, now only showed wheelchairs and windows she couldn't climb out of. Isabella would sit by her side every night, silently weeping into her pillow while pretending to be strong in the morning. For all her billions, she felt poorer than ever, because she couldn't buy her daughter's smile back. One evening, fate began to weave its thread. Isabella's luxury car broke down unexpectedly on the way back from one of Emily's therapy sessions. With no choice, her driver pulled into the nearest workshop, the greasy, run-down garage owned by Ethan. When Isabella stepped out, she wrinkled her nose at the smell of oil and dust. She wasn't used to places like this. But little Emily, sitting in the back seat, noticed something else. She saw a man, bent over an engine, humming softly to himself while working patiently. His hands moved with care, as though he wasn't just fixing a machine, but healing it. Emily asked curiously, "Mom, why does he look so gentle, even when everything is so broken around him?" Isabella glanced at the mechanic, dismissing him at first. But Emily kept watching, her eyes filled with unusual hope. Ethan quickly fixed the problem and refused extra payment when Isabella offered. "Just pay the normal price, ma'am. Cars break down, but they can always be repaired. That's what I do, I fix what others give up on." Emily tugged at his sleeve shyly and asked, "Do you fix people too?" Ethan looked at her, surprised by the question. He knelt down, meeting her eyes. "I don't know, little one. But I believe nothing is truly beyond repair, not even people. Sometimes, all they need is someone to believe in them." Those words planted a seed. From that day forward, Emily insisted she wanted to visit Ethan's workshop. At first Isabella resisted. How could a billionaire's daughter spend time in a dusty garage? But Emily's spirit came alive there. Ethan treated her not like a fragile patient but like a normal child. He gave her small tasks, handing him tools, wiping his hands, tightening loose screws. Ethan noticed how Emily's hands grew steadier, how her laughter returned. He began gently encouraging her to try little movements. "If you can help me fix this bike, you can surely try standing a little." Emily giggled but tried. Slowly, with his encouragement, she started attempting tiny steps, holding onto his workbench. Isabella watched silently during these visits. For the first time in years, she saw her daughter smiling freely, without the shadow of pain. Something stirred in her heart. She had hired the best doctors, spent fortunes, but here was a poor mechanic inspiring her daughter to move again, by giving her hope instead of pity. Weeks turned into months. Emily began standing longer, moving her feet cautiously. Ethan built a custom walker from scrap metal and bicycle parts, painting it bright pink with flowers. He told her, "This isn't just a walker. It's your racing car. And one day, you'll leave it behind." The day finally came when Emily, trembling but determined, let go of the walker. With Ethan kneeling beside her and Isabella standing breathless behind, Emily took her first unassisted steps. 1 step. Then 2. Then 3. Tears streamed down Isabella's face as she rushed forward. Her strong, unshakable businesswoman's mask broke, and she fell to her knees, sobbing as she embraced her daughter. Emily whispered proudly, "Mom. I'm walking." Ethan stood silently, his eyes wet. He had no riches, no fame, but in that moment, he had given back something priceless: hope. News of Emily's recovery spread like wildfire. When journalists asked Isabella which hospital had treated her daughter, she simply smiled and replied, "It wasn't a hospital. It was a mechanic's garage, and a man who believed in fixing what others gave up on." Ethan's little workshop, once ignored, became a symbol of resilience. But Ethan never changed. He kept repairing cars, humming softly, and smiling whenever Emily came running through his doors, this time on her own 2 feet. And so, dear viewers, this story isn't just about a billionaire's daughter walking again. It's about faith, kindness, and the power of never giving up. Because sometimes, miracles don't come from wealth, hospitals, or fame. They come from an ordinary person with an extraordinary heart. If this story touched you, if it reminded you that no one is beyond hope, then give this video a like and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Let's share kindness, because you never know, your belief in someone could be the very miracle they've been waiting for.